Happy Monday once again, everyone. Bryan Devore, Devore Realty Group, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties with another Monday market moment. Looks like the market is cooling down, or is it? Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Depends on who you ask and what you look at. Let's find out. But first, let's look at the latest stats. Right now, we have 5,938 homes for sale throughout the county. It's up 76 from last week. We're almost at 6,000. Median list price of $995,000. Average days on market, 47. Meanwhile, we have 2,329 homes in escrow. That's an increase of 53 from last week with a median list price of 885, 998. And average days on market, 30. Months of inventory, 2.97. It was 2.94, so just a little bit higher. We're still not yet at 3 months of inventory, still below, which is still considered to be a seller's market. Here's a chart showing total actives and total pendings. We're almost at that 6,000 mark. How many homes came on the market last week? Well, 864, 162 fewer than last week. A couple weeks ago was kind of high. 864 is more normal for this time of year. Excuse me. Median list price, $949,000. New pendings, 406, a drop of 57. Usually you're not seeing a drop in demand, but we are this time of year. Median list price, 854, 950. Average days on market, 27. New pendings listed within the last week, 21, and within the last 2 weeks, 152. So 5% of homes are selling in a week or less. Interestingly, the week before it was only 3%. So more homes sold quicker. However, the 2 week mark was 40%. Now it's 37%. Still a pretty good number. How many homes closed escrow last week? 346. Hefty drop of 66 from the week before. Median list price 982, 438, higher than it was the week before. Median sales price 982.5, also higher than the week before. Average days on market 23, kind of a big drop of 6 days. Least expensive sale was in Santa Isabel, which is just north of Julian, $199,000. Point Loma had the most expensive sale, $10,700,000. So here's a chart showing new actives, new pendings, and new closed sales. You can see the big drop in the number of new listings that came on the market. And we had 2 strong weeks a couple weeks ago, back to back, and then it's come down quite a bit. But the number of pendings also went down. Number of total sales also for the week went down. And here is the graph showing median list price and median sales price, the highest it's been in a few weeks. This is a holdover from Stephen Thomas's reports on housing last week. You can see the different price ranges, the market time for each of those price ranges, the current inventory percentage, and the current demand percentage. So in the 0 to 750,000 category, they're pretty close, just a little bit more inventory than demand. But then you see 750 to a million, a lot more demand than supply. So if you're in that price category for your home, pretty good chance that you'll sell the home relatively quickly. And then it's pretty dead even between a million and a million, or 2 million actually. And then it becomes more skewed towards inventory versus demand the more expensive you go. And market time, if you have a home that's $6 million or more, it will be on the market for quite a while, year and a half maybe, somewhere thereabouts. And then he also broke out every county in Southern California and Las Vegas. You have Phoenix as well. So a lot of different counties. You can see how inventory is now compared to what it was a year ago. So say, for example, San Diego County, when he did this, inventory was 5447 versus 3202. So a 70% increase in inventory this year versus last year in San Diego County. Orange County, 80% more homes. Bay Area, only 38% more homes. So not as much increase in inventory in that area. But some good information here depending on where you're looking to evaluate. All right, the HomeDex report came out. This is from the North San Diego County Association of Realtors, and it breaks the county up into 4 different quadrants. You have East County, Metro, which is downtown and areas around there, North County, and South County. And interestingly, prices went up in East and Metro and South County, but went down on the median in North County. Days on market, though, was higher in every single area, 24%, 37, 25, 52. So market time is definitely going up. It's taking longer to sell. So market cooling. But the number of closed sales in every single quadrant was higher than the year before. And we've been talking about how sales are so down and demand is so down. And it is versus what it should be this time of year. However, look at closed sales, higher in every quadrant. Taking a look at each quadrant, you have East County. Look at the number of homes for sale right now, 850 versus what it was 2 years ago, 506. Huge drop. But the closed sales, higher than it was last year or the year before. And you can see months of supply is 2.7 in East County. In Metro, we have twice as many homes for sale now as we did 2 years ago. But we have more sales this year than we did last year or the year before in this month. Months of supply is up 24% to 3.1, still kind of a seller's market, more balanced. In North County, 1,000 more homes for sale versus 2 years ago, 300 more than last year. But sales are higher now than they were a year ago or the year before that, even with higher interest rates. We're seeing more sales. Kind of interesting. Days on market up 37% to 26. And then South County, you do have a dip in inventory between last year and this year from 392 to 375. Still way more than 2 years ago, but yet still more closed sales. Not a ton more in the month of April, but a little bit more closed sales. Months of supply went down 7.7% in South County to 2.4. Again, we talked about, real estate is hyper local, so you can look in each quadrant and then each zip code and each neighborhood to see what the markets look like. So is the market cooling? In some ways, yes, but maybe in some ways, no. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Don't forget to scan the QR code to track your home's value. If you have any questions about the HomeDex report, if you want to get that HomeDex report, give me a call, send me a text or an email. I'll be glad to send it to you. Hope you have a great day and a great week. I look forward to seeing you next Monday.